Rebel Seclocha here at the 2025 Cattle Industry Convention in San Antonio, and joining me now is Mike Drinnin, a Nebraskan who is currently the chair of the Live Cattle Marketing Committee here at NCBA. Mike, tell us about your committee meeting yesterday and some of the highlights from that meeting.
Well, thank you. I appreciate having this interview. The highlights of yesterday was really the cattle market the way it is today, and so the mood in the room was really good. We had some really good speakers yesterday. Dr. John Sitka, they talked about some of their red meat research that they had. It was very good. We had updates from the CME and where they're at today, and had some good questions that went to them as well. We also had a really great opportunity to have Trey Forsyth there with the Agricultural Committee, which would be, he helps with that committee. And I'll tell you what, that was really interesting to have him there. So policy-wise, really, we only had one resolution that we amended, which allowed us just a little bit, helped us with our bargaining and negotiations, if you will, with CME. So other than that, it was just a really good meeting, and it was good, great information, and so it was good.
Yeah, well, it's always fun when morale is high, but talk about, obviously this week you're engaging in these discussions and getting lots of information, maybe an information overload almost, but talk about the work that you do all year long with this committee.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is that we do meet with CME, three times a year, and just to make sure that this market is, that everything, the tools that they have and that we can use in our industry. And that's what it's there for. I mean, that contracts, those live cattle contracts and feeder contracts are exactly one of the biggest tools that we can use for risk management. And so we do a tremendous amount of time of working with them, and then also with, lobbying for different other things that affects our, the markets, or affects live cattle in DC and everywhere else. So It can be fairly busy at times. There can be quite a few things, and then next time it's not quite as bad. So
certainly. Well, as you are representing, of course, Nebraska Cattlemen, what are some maybe underutilized tools or strategies that you hope that Nebraska Cattlemen take advantage of?
I think everybody utilizes everything really well, and it's just getting those tools out there and then helping with the producers. There's the LRP program that is designed for the smaller producers and being able to risk manage, part of their herds. And they have a lot of questions on what they're trying to do, and that's what we try to do as well in our committee, is try to make sure that we enhance that program and make sure it's a viable program that is available for all of our producers. And so that's quite a bit of the biggest thing that we have, and that's, I get a lot of questions on from everybody in the country.
Yeah, well, certainly Nebraska is the fourth largest state affiliate here at NCBA. What does it mean to represent Nebraska, and what is the most rewarding part of serving in this leadership role?
The most rewarding part really is just being here and trying to do things to preserve our industry for the next generation. That's really what it's all about. And we're here. It takes time out of our business, it takes time out of our day, but I'm here for our next generation and our family, but also everybody else in this industry, their next generations that come forward into this. And that's why we're here, is to try to work and continue to do whatever we can that we can preserve our industry for the next generations to come as we go. And that's really the main reason why we're here. And we have some fun along the way, but it's really important that we do that for everybody, and that's our industry.
Most definitely. Well, we're certainly very proud of Nebraska's leadership here at NCBA. Once again, that's Mike Drinnin, chair of the Live Cattle Marketing Committee here at the 2025 Cattle Industry Convention. Coverage of this week's convention is brought to you by the Nebraska Cattlemen. I'm Rebel Seclocha reporting.